In the big Bilge Tank.
We'll keep you in the know.
In the big Bilge Tank.
We'll fix your techie woes.
And we'll break things and we'll make things till we're all together raking, and
We'll
we'll
raise a cup of grog down in the big Bilge Tank. In the big Bilge Tank. Come and join our pirate crew. In the big Bilge Tank.
We will show you what to do.
And we'll hack it till we crack it.
and we'll tell the world about it and forget to tidy up.
That's why it's now a Bilge Tank.
Okay, hopefully back with some sound now. Yeah, that looks a lot more punchy. Yeah. So hi, welcome to Bilge Tank 030. John's away this week, but we got Brian in from the internet, who does lots and lots of shiny robots. You've probably seen him as cannon fodder on Twitter, and you've got a YouTube channel with a few videos there of you doing stuff. What other projects have you done?
I've got my naughty nice machine that's been to a few maker fairs.
So you put your hand in there.
Put your hand in it. It reads. Yeah, it reads the thing. It's set up to play parents off against their children because
Right.
crying children's not good.
Okay. How does it know whether it's parent or child? Is there a bit of showmanship in there?
Well, there's a lot of showmanship in there, but I will give away the secret. It's that it has a Raspberry Pi camera in there, and basically use computer vision to measure the size of the hand. So the larger your hand, the more screwed
What
you are.
if you have a child with a giant hand?
Then obviously they're naughty.
I am naughty, child.
You're a child. You've got a giant hand. What else are you going to do but be evil? It's just nature, man.
Or you're going to be Hellboy.
Evil
Yeah.
sins. Yeah, that is basically the plot. Hellboy, isn't it?
Yeah. So we're going to talk a bit about how Brian comes up with the robots, because a lot of people think you just come with a full robot like this, and you just comes springing fully forth from your mind, but that's not the case, is it?
Sometimes it is.
Really? Okay.
That's
This is why we have smart people on, because they know stuff. Yeah. So, okay, let's take a look at the robots here. First, what's the big one?
The big one's Revenge. Revenge was my entry in last year's Pi Wars, and I done particularly well this year. And I won the A3 class.
Right, so that fits on a sheet of A3 paper.
Yes,
But it can be as tall as you like.
it could be. If you wanted a skyscraper,
Always challenge,
you could have one.
accepted.
So this is actually filled with in-jokes. This is Revenge. So you've got a V8 here. It's like a V8 engine where you have vertical cylinders. And the joke is...
It's the Raspberry Pi 2 had 4 cores, and some clever wit suggested that mounted in a V shape so I could have a V8.
There you go. 8 cores mounted vertically, mounted in a V shape. So, yeah. Great. And it's got a big LiPo battery. And what's the controller on this?
The controller is the Pi Borg Dilabio.
Can you hold it up to...
Yeah.
That's a
show
scary
that's the camera
control,
there.
that.
So that's the Diablo there, just right there.
You can see
And-
it from the giant caps, the 4 big caps. In
It's very capable controller. It's a bit overkill for this robot, to be honest. But I won't have any problems if any of the motors stall, or if all 6 motors stall.
Yeah. So it's got a peak current of like 55 amps.
Yes.
55 amps.
Per channel.
Per channel. Oh my word.
So these. So let's show the underneath of the robot. So you can see that it's a 6-wheel drive robot. I stole the idea from the Piebald's Diddyborgs, who they stole it from I think NASA and the Mars rover.
Okay.
So 6 wheels give you the advantage of a tracked robot without the hassle.
Okay. You'd have tracks falling off or getting fouled, or
and they're also a little bit faster. I think there's a little bit less friction. Involved.
Okay.
It makes it. You get all the advantages and none of the cons, really.
Right. So can we see it moving?
Yeah.
Okay, let's clear out all the stuff.
I've got my glass of water on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold my glass of water in the air.
So there is nowhere near enough room on this table for this, but we're gonna.
Oh, we can make it do something.
Yeah.
So
we can make it crash.
It's got a little touchscreen control on there.
And it's gone to sleep. So we're going to just do a reboot.
So this is the same battery I use on my quadcopters, and it's quite chunky, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a chunky battery.
So,
in fact, it's larger.
So you should be able to see it booting.
So that's a 5 amp hour battery, is it? Something like that? 4200?
It's quite mad. It's actually 2.5 amp hours.
2.5 amp hours. 7.2 volts or more?
No, this is it's a free cell, so it's...
You got 3 LiPo cells, so that's 3.7 volts times 3. So
when it's maximally charged, it's about 12 volts.
Yeah.
I run it down to about 10.
Okay.
So because with it being an LiPo of this size, it actually hasn't got any protection on it, so you have to be really, really careful with it. Not to short it out or things like this. I wouldn't recommend using LiPos of this size unless you've had previous experience with.
They can be quite scary.
Yeah, basically they can make your life very interesting in all the wrong ways.
Yeah.
So people have seen the hoverboard videos of them basically catching fire because they're cheap and have rubbish chargers that aren't grounded properly.
You got Sony DualShock controller there, yeah?
Yeah, Sony Dual things. It works across Bluetooth.
Okay. So you got Bluetooth dongle there, but with the Pi 3 potentially you could just get rid of that.
Yeah, you could do. I haven't tried it on the Pi 3 yet.
Okay.
I don't actually personally. I prefer using actually a cheap clone.
Yeah. We'll see those later, won't we?
Because it's less hassle.
Yeah. But that one, it takes a bit of hassle setting up, does it?
So the cheap clones are paired with their own dongle, aren't they? So
they are, yeah.
They always just basically work
and,
easy mode.
And you don't have to install any additional software. They work as a HID interface, so and it appears in Pi Game.
Of course, the DualShock is subtly different.
Yeah, it's a bit of a...
just enough to be a pain.
It's a bit of a pain. The only difference really between the two controllers is that the button mapping is a little bit different.
Okay.
But it's not impossible.
Yep.
Right, so this should have loaded now. Yep. So
let's see this.
So let's give us a bit of room.
That's alright,
Let's not
it's
run
quiet
the
as
other
well.
robots off the table.
The motors are just not straining there at all. This is not built for a space this small. That's really nippy. So the 3 motors on each side always run together, don't they?
Yes, they do.
So 2 channels on the motor driver.
It is a bit nutty, so the full speed of it is...
How fast is that?
It's about 4 miles an hour. It's slightly quicker than a normal walk.
Right. Slightly quicker than walking. We like that. Good spaced reference. Phil, you're off screen.
Looks faster than a cycle.
Get close to the robot.
Scooch.
Bathe in its warm glow. Yeah.
It's quite fun, this design and the height of it, things like that. You can actually take it out on the street. So, a number of times I have been known to drive it between the bus station and my local makespace.
Yeah.
So with
It
the
just
safe
needs to-
go in it.
You need like a turret here and like a gerbil or a rat or something with a little helmet driving it. That'd be awesome.
The one of the faults of one of my first robots sort of designs was that I was thinking of making a coupe for Babbage.
Mm-hmm.
So
Babbage,
that may
yeah.
still come about.
Yeah. So are you running Raspbian on this basically?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So this is running on Raspbian with Python script,
Yes, it's all Python scripts.
right? You got that shared anywhere, or is that just you? You're keeping that on your apps? You don't want to give away the family jewels for the next Pi Wars.
I know it is shared. All my code is available on my GitHub account.
Okay. Do you have a link to that? Let's see if we can bring that up.
It'll be Corteil.
Too many mice. It's a touch screen. So, GitHub, Corteil. Oh, there we go. Brian Corteil, GitHub.
Yeah.
Mouse won't work, Paul. It's the internet. It's a touch screen.
The mouse is connected to the other thing with the thing.
Okay, where did it go?
It was there literally seconds ago.
Oh no, I've moved it somewhere. Today's just not going well at all. I think I just closed it. Yeah, so we're not getting that back. You guys talk a bit more about how you built this. Talk about how you built the frame,
Okay.
the laser cutting and
The
stuff.
frame is made out of this extruded aluminium.
It is. It's the 10mm by 10mm frame. It's by Maker Bean.
Okay.
You can buy it in a kit. It's quite expensive, but it's doing things very quickly.
Really robust.
Oh, it's extremely tough.
Yeah, that is not.
This chassis doesn't twist, and that's one of the things. But it's also very light for the size of a robot. It's actually quite a light beast.
Yeah. So there we go.
Dare I lift that up?
Yeah,
No, that is pretty light actually.
same for its size and the extra.
Presumably
rubber
that
chicken.
contributes to its agility because people were saying
Yeah.
it moves like a tiny little robot rather than lumbers along like you'd expect a big robot to do, which is
Yeah.
a little bit scary in a sense.
It's also to do with the motors that are selected. That these are 300 RPM motors, so they're quite fast. And with the size of the wheel, it all adds up to making a faster bot.
It's incredibly fast. and
it's,
very well built.
In fact, the acrylic is sort of like custom cut to what I required. I actually cut it on the night before Pi Wars for a while.
So you're
Nothing
one
like
of kind of the
last
founder
minute.
members of Cambridge Hackspace.
I was one of the founder members. Yes.
Yeah.
I
So
wasn't-
Cambridge Hackspace is just like this shiny space, isn't it? Because Cambridge,
I have still
they-
not been to Cambridge Hackspace.
they have a few tech companies in Cambridge, and I think they were quite generous in their support when it started up.
We're extremely lucky with the support that we received. We also have quite a high rate of membership
Yeah.
fee.
It's a good community, isn't it? That's the
we,
thing.
we have a good community.
Yeah.
We do pay £40 a month to be a member of the space. I know it sounds like a lot of money, but it's actually for the access of the equipment that we got. And if we want a new piece of equipment, we can ask for it, and normally the answer is yes. So
Okay. Yeah.
it's not.
That's what it's all
If
about.
you
Start
support
building
it.
a
Yeah.
pool of financial support that you can then
Yeah.
use to
Yeah.
buy new equipment and keep the space going.
Plus
Yeah.
access to laser cuts and things.
Are awesome.
Yeah. If you're like us, then that's just great. That's worth its weight in gold.
It's
It really
the-
is.
and
you can found a company on that.
to be honest, saying I would pay £40 a month for just access to the community. The actual tools and everything else are the bonus.
Yeah.
The people that I get to meet in Cambridge, there's some incredible minds out there,
Yeah.
and I've had help to make my projects, make my stuff work. That if I was out working by myself, I would still be working the stuff. The big one's my Zoetrope. I had a guy sit down and went through electronics logic, chip logic, for me to be able to write to make a distributed shift register to be able to access the different screens on that.
Yeah.
So the support that I receive from Makespace is amazing.
But presumably, with all this knowledge, you kind of give back quite a lot to people as well.
I try
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. That's great.
I try to give back much, if not more, than I receive from the space.
We'll see. We have our first bingo today as well. If you look in the YouTube description, there's a new bingo card from Andy. Yeah, we've already had a bingo. Yeah, Kirby making a moron joke. So old school. Anyway, so that's one big bot, one prize-winning, beautiful bot. Let's look at some of the smaller, cuter ones that maybe won't tear your arm off. And
Let's move this one out the way. Well, we'll put him on the floor. And send him in the corner.
Oh, you banished to the corner, robot.
we could put a mop on the bottom and go and swap the decks. That would totally work.
It's got enough clearance for one.
We put him in safety mode.
Is there some kind of piratical version of Roomba you can have?
Oh, if you, if you want to see a funny thing, if you can do a search for, I think if you look through my Twitter and the photographs,
Yeah.
you see the robot that I went against when I first done Pie Wars.
Oh, that's the one that's the big pirate ship, is it?
Yeah. My nemesis.
They were good. Right.
You realise what you need is the big cannon.
Yeah.
That's the best way to take out a ship.
So
Smaller bots.
we've got smaller bots. So we've got a couple here. This is they're both based on zeros.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if we can.
Just hold it right up there.
Let's go right
Yeah.
up. Hold on, it's got
Requisitioned our close-up camera.
what an advert, eh?
So this is Explorer Hat
Explorer
as
hat.
the motor controller.
Yeah.
0.
Zero.
Custom chassis with some line bending on it.
Yeah.
Pololu tracks. Our micro metal gear motors and motor mounts.
Yes.
And then it's got a Adafruit.
Adafruit boost
Yep.
with a LiPo battery, which is hidden. I think I don't know if you can see the light, the Duracell
Yeah, you can see that, yeah.
orange.
Yeah. So that's cute.
And just to show that it has got a 0, we will remove the.
Cool. So we love this quite a lot. So Brian bought along a
Thanks,
spare chassis, and we've got the other bits here.
Oh, let's
So-
find this.
What we're going to do is we're going to give away pretty much a complete kit based on a question. You got a question, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Right, so get ready, fingers on buzzers or keyboards. To
The-
win this kind of robot kit, give or take a few bits and pieces, you need to answer this question.
In the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy film, there's a the original Marvin the Robot is somewhere in the film. Can you tell us where?
Okay, so where is the
And-
original Marvin cameo in
and-
the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy film?
And what is he doing?
What is he doing? Right. So can we get this one's the code needs doing again, doesn't it? So
It's. I put it together to have a nice shiny one, and shiny didn't work. But
we do have other ones.
we got a doppelganger.
Yeah.
A stunt by.
Hey, I love this one.
So,
Turns so quickly and it's just so powerful.
so it will.
I love how the Wi-Fi dongle just hangs over the track as well.
So
And it can pull wheelies and spin on the spot, and it's just an immense amount of fun.
One day we'll get the precision to just make.
So
it
Wayne says the queue
sustainably.
in the Vorgon home planet. I think it's close enough to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was queuing on the Vogon home planet. So Wayne, well done. You win that mini super robot kit. Not that you need a small robot again, I think. He has one or two, I think, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think I better
But well done.
hand deliver it to him.
Yeah. So yeah, just email paul@pimroni.com to confirm an address, or if you want it by hand from Brian, and we'll get that kit to you. Yeah. So as a special treat as well, we are going to have a live little robot war here, a little pie war, I think.
Do you want to see this one?
Yeah, let's chat about that one afterwards. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Let's see them head to head first, and then
Right,
chat about it.
Gonna have to vanish.
Right, let me bring the arena up.
So,
I've got controller here. Can I switch it on, Brian? Is that all right?
that one.
I've switched it on now.
Yeah, that one's not going to work. It's this one. That you
Okay, right. I'm
You
going to
thought you were
lose.
so clever.
Yeah, turning stuff on.
Da-da-da-da.
So while Brian's setting that up, just a couple of little pieces of news. There is. You pointed this out, Phil. Somebody's made a WS2812 Ruby wrapper.
Ruby wrapper.
for the Raspberry Pi, so you can.
Want to get your unicorn hat up and running on the Raspberry Pi and you're a Ruby programmer, which is what I started out on the Pi as, then this is the way to go.
Yeah.
And there's a guy making some cool examples for this at the moment to try and kind of revive the library and get some more interest in it. And
Yeah.
he's done some cute little animations, including this skull, which I really like.
Actually, that controller is the right one.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Ah! In your face, Phil. In your face.
In your face.
And the reason we were talking about this, why it revived your interest, was because we got a new product coming out. Hopefully later today. Unicorn fat.
It's like half a unicorn hat, and
Yeah.
it's not in focus.
You don't have to solder all the pixels yourself. You do have to solder the header. So we'll get that. We'll get that on the store really soon. You can see it in the new product section. So if you go to the Pimmeroni shop and you go to where is it? I don't know how to do this.
There's a big blue thing on the end that says new. Use your pointing finger.
There we go. That new thing there. Yeah.
The new thing that I've highlighted.
Yeah. So if you click there, you'll get all our new products that'll pop up in that list. Yeah. And it's going to be, affordable and a lot of blinky lights as usual.
We found little dinky pixels as well to put on here to give it 4 rows, so it's basically half a unicorn hat.
So these are 3030 near pixels?
I think they're 3030, something like that.
WS
They're definitely
2812.
smaller near pixels.
It's not technically
They're smaller.
WS 2812.
No.
What happened is we reckon a few of the people, the engineers from World Semi, went rogue and started their own thing and said, right, we're going to make our own thing where we make something that's interoperable but slightly different. So we're using their smaller pixels on this.
They're very cute, and they're as astonishingly, painfully, astoundingly bright as the full-size pixels, as I found out the hard way several times over.
So James got the second bingo. For that, he gets a unicorn fat. Well done, mate. And we'll give a unicorn fat away to the first bingo, which I'm going to have to scroll back. So how is it different from scroll fat? Asks Richard Haler. So this is full unicorn hattage. It means each pixel is RGB, fadeable and much, much brighter.
You can light it up with astonishingly bright eye painful rainbows and run basically half of all the unicorn hat examples on it.
Oh, James is the first bingo as well. We can't have that. So stuff with Kirby. You get the second bingo. And since Andy's had a bingo as well, you three get a unicorn fat. So mail Paul at pimmeroni.com, Andy, James and Kirby. I forgot his name. He's got a first name, hasn't he? Dan, probably. Yeah.
I'm
Right.
terrible with names at the best times. Do not be offended in the least. And in response to Michael, I don't know if this will work with Sonic Pi, because I don't know how Sonic Pi interoperates with Ruby libraries and things that may potentially need to run as root and stuff like that, but possibly. I mean, if you can use Ruby to talk over sockets, then there's really no reason why you can't make it talk to basically any hat from Sonic Pi. That'll be interesting to know, because it'll be quite cool having like little synth patterns pop up on there.
So, what we have now is the arena, and we have two bots with balloons on them.
Sacred controller. Got to figure out how to drive it, but
And-
so that's forwards.
You probably can't see it on the close-up camera, but these have
You've got to see the back of our
what's
head.
basically jumper jerky with a male connector on the end to pop the balloons on the end of a paperclip unbent, and it's a beautiful system. And basically, the robot's dual. Well, Phil, no cheating, man.
Right, I've gone back to my site. We're just trying to figure out how the things work.
Okay. No figuring out how things work. That will just give you an unfair advantage. So now we're going to have a live battle.
You go ahead with that.
Right. Brian, you're adjudicated. Right, okay. If you want to give us a count in, we shall do live Pi Robot Wars.
It's
Micro Pi Noon.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Oh, wait. You're down. I've got to wait for you to be reset now. It's only gentlemanly. Right. Let's go.
Charge! No, come back here. Come back. You've got way more stability. No! Damn it.
Right, okay, we're off. I've forgotten entirely how to control the robots. How about you?
These
So I thought this was going to be a lot quicker.
Easily.
Right. Okay, go.
Locked in an endless spiral.
Go. No.
Oh,
knocked
and
you over.
big one turned
Go
over.
for the kill, go for the kill.
Really, we are not that competent at this. Okay, go.
What?
Coming for you. Ah, my thing's too high. Keep going over the top of your balloon. Not fair.
I think we may have to
This
agree
may be
to
a while,
disagree.
folks.
Oh, sorry. Fine.
Yeah, put the poker a bit further down. Right, let's go. Ah!
Oh,
This is what you call a slowpoke.
Ah.
Oh,
Fail. Honourable war.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. So it needs more flames, maybe, but that was intense.
Why?
What?
Why? No,
Leave me alone.
Why?
That's it.
I am well and truly beaten there. Well and
and
truly
that's a lesson how not to do by knowing.
Yeah.
What can I say?
We may be lacking a little in the finesse department there. Okay, do you want to bring? You were going to show us the other robot.
Bring the other
Yeah.
robot up.
Lasers. Yeah. If you had a little laser tag, the
balloons.
little 3-watt lasers,
Yeah,
balloons.
Work.
blue 3-watt lasers in an arena.
I can see no way in which that would go horribly wrong.
As long as
With
it's
3 balloons
surrounded
on it,
by
so you can do Mario Kart.
Yeah, there is a video of
Launch
live
more
Mario
film.
Kart with people wearing balloons running around a track, picking up fireworks. Yeah, this is not
I
that.
think I've seen that. It's
Yeah.
hilarious. Just driving the little dog.
So, got a couple other robots.
So we've seen the first competitor there, which was the one that lost. Although that's a very good robot. I won with that at the actual birthday party. I like it a lot. Obviously, with practice filled, you will get there. Don't worry.
You've got a chassis to be able to practice.
So this one, what's on this one?
So this one's a 4-wheel drive robot.
Okay.
So I wore the wrong T-shirt for today, didn't I?
Ah.
The thing in the Pi Zeros underneath. The blue LED that you can see on there is actually the dongle for the joystick.
Okay.
And then it has a Pi-Borg reverse, which is this PCB here, and it has a one of their back Borgs to convert the 12 volts down to something sensible for the Pi.
Okay. That explains why I could run roughshod over you. Because
Basically,
that's a lot of power.
It's got
Ballast.
You're a monster and very, very high, wide wheelbase that gives you
yeah,
better
it's
stability as well.
it's a thing. So normally when we play it, they're saying if a robot does topple, we actually stop play straight away
Yeah.
and put them back in. But they're saying we didn't want to stop the fun, did we?
No. We're a little less safe here.
Can I make one that just has a whirling propeller of needles on the top?
No.
Damn it.
And you can't.
What's the use of being an evil genius if I can't make whirling propellers of needles?
So Pi Noon is that I'm actually taking it around the country. The next 2 places or 3 places it's going to is Peterborough Raspberry Pi Jam.
Yep.
You're welcome to bring your own robot along. It's got to be Raspberry Pi based in sub A6 paper size.
Okay. So that's A4 and then A4 again.
Folded in half and,
And
then folded
again.
in half again.
Yeah.
So
about yay big.
A4 paper is a very
it's
good
smaller,
way
it's
of measuring
actually
things.
half the size of that. It's you take an A4 piece of paper, fold it in half, and then fold it once again.
Yeah,
That gives you
so-
A6.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And when is that?
That's at the beginning of April. I think around the 5th or 6th of April.
And who's
it's
running
on
that? It's
Saturday.
Hannah running that,
It's
isn't it?
Hannah and I can't
So
remember.
Hannah is around a lot on the certified teach scene. She does a good lot of teaching with Pi and is just incredibly enthusiastic.
Amazingly enthusiastic.
Yeah, yeah, good
Good
people.
Um,
Yeah.
There is so it's going to be an open competition. The plan is that I'm changing the format a little bit. Then the Raspberry Pis that you can actually go around and have to pop 4 or 5 balloons in the quickest time possible to win the prizes. But you will be able to duel if you want to as well. And I will be bringing along two house robots.
Just so people who haven't got one can take
Which
part.
one's circular? Lot?
So this one here, this looks like the Cam Jam Edu Kit 3.
It is.
Yeah.
So this is just a base. The only thing that I've really added to it is a couple of lolly sticks for the support, the battery pack as you would normally have to, and the Raspberry Pi case.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a really cheap way to build a robot, as saying that you can't go much wrong with the.
I've seen people build those components into the box that the kit comes in as well, making the box into the robot, which is quite cute.
That would actually make a robot that's too big to compete in.
I see.
But you've got the box there.
You've actually condensed it down. Basically, just stuck all the components together. By the way.
Onto the saying it's actually stuck onto the
sticky pads,
the battery pack.
Brilliant.
To get it down onto an A4 size. There is actually instructions on my blog how to do that.
Okay.
And
let's see if we find your blog here, Corteil. Oh no.
And there's also some really dodgy code on GitHub to be able to control it, sort of.
At some point I'll stop trying to type on the wrong one.
Michael says Peterborough Jam is Saturday the 9th of April. And he also asks, someone asked, how long this runs on those batteries.
Oh, this one runs for about 3 or 4 hours.
That's pretty decent.
But that's with intermittent amount of use. So they're saying it will drive the Raspberry Pi.
You're basically going to get bored of driving it before it runs out of power. But or have something else to do.
But you can actually run it off a PP3 battery as well. So the 9 volt batteries.
So corteil.co.uk/blog.
Yeah.
Rant of an old Git.
Yeah, that's it. And
I don't really think of you as an old Git.
I'm 46, so I'm getting to the stage where I come home and I'm grumpy.
Right, yeah.
I come home and I'm grumpy.
So let's say not young anymore. So I'm not young.
I'm not young anymore, no.
Phil's kind of young. He's still got moustaches.
I'm still tracking binary digits or something.
We were talking earlier about my Zoetrope.
There you go.
So we'll take it further down somewhere.
Hey, there's a Cannibot. Shout out.
So there's that's the image I was talking about. So my robot was the you can't see me pointing. This the little red dot to the right of the bit of the pirate shirt. That was my robot.
Okay.
It put up quite a fierce fight, as in a Jack Russell against a Dalmatian.
Right.
So
it'd be like Knight Rider, where he went against his evil brother, which was just David Hasselhoff in a moustache. It took me years to work that out. But in the end, he has to get Kit to knock off the front side wheel of the truck, because it's the only way he can defeat it.
So somewhere here. There you go.
Okay.
There's the Zoetrope that we was talking about earlier.
So the same magnitude of project there.
So.
Yeah.
You've since tidied up the wiring as well, haven't you? So it's
that's actually
looped down the line.
It's actually an old photograph of the Sonic the Beta that I took to make a fair, so it has been improved. I am working currently on using another Raspberry Pi and a camera to take an A4 piece of paper with 12 cells onto it, and then have a big red button to inject it up into the Zoetrope.
So you just draw your own frames.
Yeah,
that would be
don't let me anywhere near that.
Yeah. So your nemesis Leo is on there. He's talking about his pirate ship. I think he's come to taunt you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goliath. Somebody remembers. Yes. Evil David Hasselhoff was just David Hasselhoff with a moustache. Right. So you've covered kind of battery life there in the kind of longish.
This one actually runs with the LiPo. So you actually get a good 3 or 4 hours running time out of this one as well.
It's just teeny tiny as well.
It's just
ridiculous.
It's like because these LiPos, there's something almost two.
I just think of all the model toys that I've ever owned, and they last 3 or 4 minutes.
I think it's actually almost a 2 amp hour battery.
Good
Which is single cell, isn't it?
Yeah, single cell. So it's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And this is
It's,
why they're scary. Because you can't put that much energy into a small
No.
space without it being scary.
It's just how you let it out. Let it out a bit too quickly.
Let it out
So-
slowly.
So, but these ones are a lot safer because they've got a built-in safety circuit.
Yeah.
So it's a lot harder to do silly things
So
with
you
these.
train them too far to the point
And
where they
the
break
lipo's
down.
well protected in that chassis as well.
And so, and you also the things that to watch about with these is that they don't get pierced. So make sure you've got some.
Oxygen. They tend to
Right.
get excited around oxygen. Don't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, oxygen.
But it's saying you think about it, saying that they're really bad scare stories for the Daily Mail readers. If you treat them with respect, they're okay. If you think
But
about
they're,
it,
they're in all the mobile phones.
Yeah,
Precisely.
you carry one around in your pocket on a daily basis and you don't even think about it.
There are hundreds of them on every aeroplane. Yeah.
so they're not as frightening as that.
But I noticed with the BBC microbit, they're very averse to talking about lipos at all. It's like, you must use anything except lipos. Which, is not the worst advice when you're kind of dealing with, year 7 kids.
Sort of, the wider end of the market.
If you're starting out things like this, obviously like the traditional NiCad batteries, I would avoid things like NiCads, lead acid batteries, and things like this, because they could potentially generate really large currents.
Right.
And if you get a large current, that can produce a lot of heat, and things go either pop or hurt or catch into flames.
Mm-hmm.
The NiCads and that they have quite a high-ish internal resistance, so they
Limits
can't.
how much they discharge. Yeah. Or have you got your little toy as well with the discs?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you wanted to show that
Yeah, I
off.
can show that off.
Yeah.
I'll go.
And
grab it.
you go grab that and we'll
Perhaps
just kind
I can
of...
get my revenge.
Yes. It's still working. So yeah, Brian's just going to get some stuff he's been working on. It's still oh man, it's so fast. The weird thing is this only steers when you're moving forwards, which throws me off. I need to rewrite the Python.
Oh.
Ha! I think low centre of
chance.
gravity, and I've got a natural scoop on the
You've got a
front.
very,
Yeah. I'm worried at some point they'll kind of clash terminals and mate permanently in a flurry of sparks. Yeah, it's immense fun. Everyone should have at least 2 of these. But mostly what you need is, you've got the Pi, you've got something to control it, you've got something to drive the motors, and some motors and wheels.
Oh, you've got to keep that held down and you get increased.
We didn't have our STS Pi kit here, which was an oversight on our part.
Oh no. Yeah, we're playing with your toys again.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
They're led to be played with. You may want to drive into steady mode for that one. You hold down the left trigger. Makes it move slower.
Oh, there we go, yeah.
Alright.
Hey, Miss Daisy, where are we going today?
Okay, just running me straight off the road.
Right. Anyway. So this impressed me. This is just something you cooked up. How long did it take you to cook this up?
They're really only about an hour. if
Right.
that.
But you just thought, hang on, what could I do with a laser cutter?
What can I do
Yeah.
to annoy the person?
So it
opposite?
took me about 30 seconds to work out what's actually happening. You've got a battery pack,
So
you've got a
there's
3-volt motor,
a battery pack, 3-volt motor,
you've got a
and
switch, and some
Switch.
laser cut bits. And what happens is, switch it on,
switch it on.
and it spins just a piece of perspex on the end of the motor. But,
People will
So,
probably
shall we
see
fire
why
it?
this is
No.
yeah, straight up, yeah.
So
If this were 3D, it would come out of the screen.
It's all gone horribly wrong.
no, it should be that way. It's moved. That's why. No.
This was working so well earlier. It was working perfectly.
I think.
And we moved it.
Oh,
Hey!
Yeah, that's definitely now working. Oh, you can barely even see them on the
It
camera.
just fires foam discs. So it's just an amazingly simple mechanism. So the things you can do with motors is just amazing.
So the plans is to make it look a little bit more sexy.
Right, just add some Corteil touches in there.
Yeah.
Then
So
make it into,
it's basically another Pi bow rip-off in design. So it'd be a layered acrylic.
Yeah,
and
we didn't invent layers. We just made Glorious use of them.
And it's
We got that idea
and then
from
have
Andy's.
a magazine with a servo, so you'll be able to put it on a robot and
Yeah,
shoot loads.
yeah. That's a lot of fun.
So
I like that.
thing, and hopefully I'll make the plans open source, and if I can get the figures right, get it as a kit.
Brilliant. Sounds
You
good.
could get foam you could laser cut, because then you could make tiny spanners and you could fire them at robots aiming to get in the gear, so you'd be literally firing spanners into
You can.
the works.
Yeah. You can totally get kind of yoga mat foam that's laser cuttable and
Oh.
doesn't produce chlorine gas.
I was thinking
That's
that sort of like something having it mounted on here, and then you're having a big switch or flap or something, so you have to go around and try to knock the other robots one off.
Yeah.
So
Just a kill switch,
just a
knock
kill,
it down,
kill
yeah.
switch, and
That'd
There's
be
doing
a
nice.
that.
big button on the back of each robot. That's probably a bad
You need to
idea.
find a
I
way to
immediately
mount this to
pressed
pan tilt hat as well. Yeah.
So it's I think it'd be practical. It's going to be lots of fun, and hopefully I can get it to a price that everybody can have fun with.
Yeah. Brilliant. Love it to bits.
So
Well, I think that's everything we have time for this week. That's been just a wonderful introduction to robots and what's possible with all the bits out there, and just how you hone it into a beautiful little robot system through acrylic plates and laser cutting and lots of time.
and a hot wire.
Hot wire.
I love the hot wire, the wire bent acrylic.
Yeah.
So,
They can be very
So
jealous.
acrylic melts at a pretty low temperature, just over 100 degrees before you can start deforming it. So you often get these hot wires where you hold the acrylic over the top and it gets soft, and then you can bend it and cool it down,
The bends are
and you end up
incredibly
being able to make
easy.
more 3D shapes. Yeah.
It's good fun. What I normally do on it is that I put a kiss cut as a guide. So
I
and then-
see.
That's
and
where
just
it'll go
swap out
first,
the wire.
and,
That's a
yeah.
great idea.
Yeah.
So, well, you've got to make sure that you bend it the other way, otherwise the acrylic splits. But so when you then move it over,
Yeah.
just have a visual guide before bending it. So-
Fire stuff through the holes, yeah. I think Michael's coming up with genius plans here. Hey, Mike. Anyway, yeah, lots of stuff there. So I'm sure once you've built a load more robots and things, you'll come back and see us, won't you?
Yeah, I'll bring some robot. I'm planning to do some sort of like some more animatronics type stuff. So
Yeah.
I'll bring some of those. I like dissecting soft toys.
Okay. That'll be a good show, actually, yeah.
So yeah, we can do a live soft toy section.
A soft
Yeah.
toy
The
battle.
Bilge Tank Chirurgeon edition. Barber Chirurgeon edition. Because we can like shave them first and then do surgery. It's how it used to be on ships, man. You know, I'm cutting hair while I'm doing that, might as well take your appendix out. Because we're in the middle of the sea, who else is going to do it?
I guess so.
Anyway, that's all for this week, and hopefully next week we'll have John back, so there's a bit more sanity and information
Sanity.
on the show. In the meantime, don't forget to like,
Comment.
and subscribe, Brian.
Subscribe.
Perfect. Right, see you folks.
Bye-bye.